Welcome to week number 98, continuing our discussion of Chi Sau and Chi Sau concepts and how it applies to combat. But at the moment, we're still focusing on the actual drill, in this case, Daan Chi Sau, single hand Chi Sau. So you recall last week, I introduced the idea of making sure that we have a low line. When Jung attacks me, he hits towards my upper chest area, not my face. When I attack him, I hit towards his upper chest area. And that way, the energy that's being exchanged is close to the reality of what we want to train for, so that a bong is being used because the force is the correct kind of force. He doesn't want to do bong sau just because he feels like it. If I'm not providing the right energy, he shouldn't bong sau. He should just hit me. If he's not providing the right energy, I should feel that and just hit him. We are loading very simple ideas into our neural system with just two simple movements. His attack prompts me to cover the center. My attack prompts him to deflect away from the center. This represents the two main possibilities, because you're either going to be inside or outside. Of course, that's not taking into account a cross position. We're only currently looking at mirror side. The cross position gets expanded on as we go further. So the other thing that I didn't get a chance to talk about, because we got a little bit over time, was we've got the level right, we've got the distance right, so we can feel and respond and do a full strike to build up power as well as the reaction. The third thing is to keep everything loose, very relaxed. He doesn't want to do a stiff palm strike, because that's training him to use too much force, and I can break force. I don't do a stiff punch, because that's training me to use too much force, and he can take that away. What we're both looking to do is use very loose action. So you can see I'm not even really closing my hand tightly. It's just loosely closed so that I'm focusing on the elbow. Jung Chai is also focusing on the elbow. His elbow attacks, my elbow attacks. You can see his attack goes all the way and it springs back. My attack goes all the way and it springs back. We don't want to get into the habit of doing a half technique and me doing a half technique, because this is not training my punch. My punch needs to go in the direction the punch goes. His palm strike needs to go in the direction that the palm strike needs to go. The other thing about that part of the conversation is that when I do this jam sau, don't think for a moment that I'm actually pressing down. I am letting Jung Chai load my arm. I'm letting this become like a spring, and he's now putting energy on it, so that if he took that away, my reaction is that way, not down. If I use my shoulder and press, he can feel that, let go, and my body will fall forward. So I literally just receive his energy and send it into my stance. Dam means sink. I'm borrowing his force and I'm sinking it down into my legs. When I punch, he borrows my force and sends it away. And at the end of each movement, when he does the palm strike, he doesn't shut down and turn that off, because if he did, he'd get hit. If he released that, he'd get hit. If I release that, I should get hit. So there's constantly energy in the arm. It never turns on and off. It's on all the time, and it's on all the time. Here as well, at this point, I don't turn off, because if I turn off, that's going to come back. If he turns off, that's going to go forward. So we've got to make sure that we keep the energy, the Lat Sau Jik Chung, alive. We've developed it in Siu Nim Tau. Now we're learning to turn it on in a contact situation. See you on the next episode. We'll take this further.